Hello. Hi, I'm Dr. Linda Jordon, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to elevate your value through real estate investing. So get your pen, your paper, so that you can take some notes, maybe get you your favorite beverage, a cup of coffee of your favorite tea, or maybe it's just water. Because you're going to spend the next couple of minutes with me, maybe 15 minutes, to help you understand the importance of elevating your value. And we're going to do that through real estate investing so that you can illuminate your potential and live your best life. So, if you've got those small items ready to go, let's get started. So, this is for you. If you're someone who is feeling that you're stuck, you're not sure where you really want to go, or you are where you're at and you want to take it up a notch. If that's the case, then this message is for you. So, the question I'll ask you is, are you living your best life? Are you doing the things that you want to do? Are you able to travel? Um, not go anywhere? Are you able to schedule your day the way that you want to do it? If you're living your best life, then congratulations. If you're not, then this next 15 to 20 minutes is for you. And my goal is to help you understand the importance of leaving a legacy. And that's elevating your value and being able to leave a legacy for your family, your children, your spouse, whomever that is. So we're going to talk about that. Now I'm going to give you three simple steps, just three. Three simple steps to elevate your value and get in the game of real estate investing. So if you have your pen and paper, write down step number one. And that is to really know your why. What is your purpose? What is that driving force that gets you going every single day? What is that? Write it down. Take 30 seconds and just write it down. What is your why? Because you can't get to step number two if you don't know your baseline. How can you elevate your value if you don't know what your baseline is? You don't know what your why is. Why are you doing the things that you're doing? And then part of that is having confidence in what you want to achieve. So know what your why is. What is that driving force, your purpose? And then number two, which is a part of that, is to have confidence in everything that you do. So for me, this is my driving force. My daughter's 29. My husband and I have been married for over 30 years. This is what gets me up every single day. This is how I elevate my value every day because I want to provide for them. I want to make sure that my daughter has things that I didn't have when I was growing up back in the country in Virginia. I want to be able to provide for her so that when I'm no longer here, there's a family legacy for her to carry on. But most importantly, there are opportunities for her that I didn't have. So creating that legacy, elevating your value, that's my driving force and that's my why. And for you, you need to figure out what that why is for you so that you can elevate your value. Now, step number two is changing your mindset. Now, sometimes we get stuck in a rut and we're not mentally prepared for elevation. We're not mentally prepared for that next phase of life. So you really have to be prepared for that because you don't know what's going to happen, how are you going to address it, how are you going to plan for it. So be in the right mindset. When I started my entrepreneurship, I was in the right mindset at that moment, but as I grew and grew, I really wasn't. So I had to take a step back and figure that out and make sure that I was mentally prepared. I had the people around me that would help me prosper, develop, and grow. So you have to make sure that you have the right mindset in order to do that. Step number three, removing limiting beliefs. Removing limiting beliefs. So make sure you've written these three down. Removing limiting beliefs. We as women oftentimes compare ourselves to each other unnecessarily. You don't need to do that. Stop doing it. Stop comparing yourself because someone else's path or journey is not yours, it's not mine, it's theirs. They can only achieve what's in their pathway. You have your own journey, and so you need to be able to achieve that. Don't compare because apples to apples, yeah, it could be. But what's in it for that person or what pathway they have for them may not be your journey. So when I was in real estate investing and started my business, I was doing some comparison and then I found myself thinking, I'm not getting ahead because I was so busy focusing on what someone else was doing rather than what I needed to do in my business plan so that I could propel, so that I could elevate my own value. So stop comparing yourself. Today, make it a point to no longer compare yourself to what anyone else is doing because the game they're playing is not your game. You play your own game. And then as you play it, you put the cards in place or the checkers or whatever you want to, analogy you want to use, then you will be successful. You see, I get it. I've been there. I understand. But today I'm helping you elevate your value to where you need it to be. My journey was not easy, and I'm not saying that your journey will be easy, but just know that there's a lot of moving pieces and parts as we all go through this journey of life. And this journey, as you elevate yourself, you're going to run through different challenges and obstacles. You'll have people that will be the naysayers. What are you doing? That's not going to work. Stick to your 9 to 5. Now, you can stick to your 9 to 5 and have a side hustle. And that's a beautiful thing because that's what I did. I stuck to my 9 to 5 until I got my side hustle into a business. And that's how you elevate your value. You don't throw all your cards away because you want to be an entrepreneur. You've got to plan strategically of how you're going to do it so that you can then step aside from that 9 to 5 and follow your dreams, follow your passions. So hopefully everyone's ready and you've got your notes going. So here is my first rental property. And I bought this particular one based upon a scenario with an elderly lady in the neighborhood. And my husband and I became very close with her. And so through that process, I was learning how to invest. I was learning how to get financing. I was learning how to start my own business. It was a struggle. So when I show you that maze of, it's not going to be roses and flowers all the time, it was challenging, but I overcame that. So that's my first property that I invested in. But I also had to invest in other ways before I could get to that point. And during that point, you'll see 6 listed here. And you're probably wondering, what in the world did you do? I started Carlton Sheets, which is the first one over here. And then I moved down to Ron LeGrand, studying his method of real estate investing. I went over to Richard Flint, and then I did Robin Thompson, who is the queen of rehab. And I learned a lot, and it helped me get my first property. But then I was ready to elevate, go to that next level. And in order to do that, I had to invest my time and money into these 2 organizations here, Fortune Builders out of California and Home Investors of America out of Texas. So I had to invest. Now you're probably wondering, why did you do both? Well, I did both because number one, Fortune Builders had the knowledge. They had all the information that I needed to absorb and understand the processes and procedures. So that's the reason I took that route. Home Investors later on, after being with Fortune Builders, they had the tools and technology to help me propel. I was not great at marketing at all. And I needed a company to help me improve my marketing skills so that I could connect with other sellers that wanted to do business with me. So yes, I had to invest 2 separate times to 2 different companies, but I had 2 separate purposes in why I did that. And you will run into different challenges or opportunities for yourself. You have to determine what's going to work best for you. Now, I am not promoting any of these 6 individuals or companies to work with. I'm just sharing my story of my journey and what it took for me to get there. What it will take for you could be differently. But this is the path that I chose to take so that I could learn and learn and learn more so that I could get to that next level of real estate investing. So you're probably wondering, once you get into real estate investing and particularly rental properties, then what do you do next? Well, once you've gotten into the business and you've understood how to do it, then you've got to learn how to scale your rental portfolio. So that was my first property I showed you that I bought back in, oh my goodness, 1994. And then time has moved on and I've made some different changes. So as you get into real estate investing, you're going to go through different types of strategies of how you want to propel your business, how you want to elevate it, take it to the next level. So here are 4 simple strategies that you can use. The first one is stop wholesaling. And you're probably wondering, if you're in real estate investing, why would I do that? Well, when you wholesale, then you are providing equity to that next individual. Now, I'm not saying stop wholesaling 100%, because you'll always run into properties that you may not want to do, which is the next strategy, fix and flip, or fix and rent. So if you buy a property, you might want to keep that if it has a lot of equity in it. The second strategy is fix and rent or fix and flip. You can utilize that by finding different properties, fix them up, and keep them to rent out. Or if you need revenue in your business, you might want to sell that property and you want to sell it retail. The third strategy is seller financing. There are opportunities where you may find a property that maybe you don't have the financing in place. However, the seller may be interested in doing what's called seller financing, meaning they're going to carry the note for you. So that's the third strategy. The fourth one is Airbnb. Yes, that's a popular strategy that a lot of investors are doing right now. I have one. I haven't ventured out into 5 or 6. I'm happy with the one that I have. It is a lake property. It's not lakefront, but it is at the lake. And when you get into Airbnb, it's all about location. So we're not going to go into all the details about that, but just know Airbnb is all about location. And then the fourth strategy is multi-units. That could be a duplex, a quad. It could be a 5-unit apartment complex or something as high as 200, whatever your flavor of the day is. But that's how you scale in the rental portfolio business. You start with one and then you add a second, and then you keep adding as you learn more. It's all about scaling when you're in the real estate investing business, scaling and elevating your value. So hopefully you have those 4 strategies written down. So yes, for me, I've had up to 50 rentals at one time. I don't anymore. I'm scaling back a little bit because that's just part of my strategy. And you have to figure out what your strategy is for you, what's going to work best, so that you can elevate your value in real estate investing. Now, as a recap, these are the 3 simple steps to getting in the game of real estate investing and elevating your value. Number 1, as we talked about. So if you didn't take notes then, take them now. Step number 1 is to know your why. What is that driving force that gets you up every single day to get you going? And for me, it was my family. Step number 2, change your mindset. Because you want a positive mindset, not saying that you don't have one, but you want to have that business entrepreneurial mindset that gets you going every single day. Because you know what your why is, you've got the right mindset, you're ready to take off running. And then thirdly, you want to remove any limiting beliefs that may be holding you back. Maybe as you got your mindset together, someone came around and said, I don't know why you're doing that. That's not going to work. Why are you spending money on education? That's not going to work. Get rid of those naysayers. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals, because that's what I had to do in order to elevate myself. Because think about it, when you start to progress in life, work or business, there will always be people that want to pull you back. So unfortunately, you may have to sometimes separate yourself from some of those friends or family at different points in your life or your business so that you can get to that next phase. So I hope you have those 3 steps written down. Know your why, change your mindset, and then remove limiting beliefs so that you can then take action. So, for those that are listening today, you're probably wondering, well, yeah, that's great information, but what do I do with it now? So, I have a program that I'm working on. It's called the Passive Portfolio for Women. Scan the barcode that you see in front of you and connect with me so that I can help you elevate your value in real estate investing, help you take it to the next level. Feel free to connect with me by email, which is linda@lrj-consulting.com. Or you can see my telephone numbers. That's my cell, the 919-622-4685, or you can reach me toll free. Let's scan the barcode and set up some time with me. Let's really talk about how do we get you from here to here. Number one, focusing those 3 simple steps. And then as you get more into the real estate investing component, look at the different strategies and what's going to help you get to that next level so that you can plan for your family. Because life is life is there's a lot going on in life. I'll just say that. And so we need to prepare ourselves for that next phase of life so that your family has a family legacy and your children or your spouse can carry that on, but prepare for them. So hopefully that resonates with you. But if you're interested, scan the barcode, connect with me. And also, for those that are interested, my first book, my first solo book is coming out. It's called Unleash Your Inner CEO. So definitely be on the lookout for that if you connect with me. My name is Dr. Linda Jordon. I hope that the information I've shared with you today is valuable. Please feel free to reach out to me, schedule some time. If you text the word action to 919-351-6898, you will receive a 5-step formula for bossing up and getting in the game. I want to help you create your family legacy, so that you can illuminate your potential and live your best life. My name is Dr. Linda Jordon. Thank you so much.